What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another brand new video. It's been such a long time since I've made a YouTube video, and I'll be honest, I lost motivation. Okay, I was focusing on my TikTok, I was focusing on my streaming, and I just couldn't be bothered to come back to YouTube, sit down, make a video about trading. I just completely lost interest in it. Not that I was not trading. I was trading and I still am trading, but I don't know. I just lost all the motivation to come back to YouTube. And I think it was a blessing in disguise, because when I started focusing on my TikTok, and I had to start from the beginning. I had no followers, nothing. It made me appreciate every single view, every single like, and so it made me realize what I had on YouTube is also worth a lot. So I mean, this is my work of a year and a half, if not less, or if not more. And plus, you know what? I came across so many videos on TikTok, about trading, about crypto, about forex, about CFDs and all that. And so I see what people are doing on these platforms. It's just complete BS. There's no truth to it. People are just showing their results. Nobody wants to show their methods. Nobody wants to show their process. Nobody wants to show their results. Nobody wants to talk about their mistakes. It's just fooling a lot of people, and everybody is providing them with their affiliated links, and everybody's telling them to sign up on some platform, and everybody's telling people to buy some courses and all that. So it made me, where it angers me to watch people do a lot of this stuff, it also motivated me to come back and carry on what I was doing. The whole reason why I started doing this is because I was really good at it. I found something that I was really good at, and I wanted to share it with the rest of the people. And I wanted to do it for completely free, with the cost of your time, of course, which is literally the most priceless thing in the world. I thought, what would be a better time to come back than now, because now the Bitcoin has gone through the sky, and it's making all-time new highs. People are talking about it. People are back on YouTube. All the YouTube gurus, all the TikTok gurus are back. So, I thought, why not come back, sit down, share a previous one of my trades that I shared on my Instagram story, and talk about it, okay, what happened. And also in my next video, which will be a short video, I want to talk to you guys about how manipulated the market really is, whether it be Bitcoin or anything else. So it's going to be one of my smart money concepts video. So please look out for that. It's going to be a really good video, and I talk about the general or the traditional support and resistance and why it does not work. Okay, and how the market uses that, the big money uses that to its advantage, and how the new money, or the noob money, gets swept off the charts. So without further ado, let's jump into the video. But before that, if you haven't signed up on Binance.com for whatever reason, there will be a link in the description below and the first pinned comment below, which will take you to Binance.com. It is one of the world's biggest crypto exchanges. You can sell, you can buy, you can hold, you can trade, whatever you want. It's all there. And if you use my link to sign up, you will get a 20% discount every time you have to pay a transaction fee. So please go ahead, take advantage of that. Let's jump into the video. Okay, so this is the trade that I want to talk about. Okay, let me highlight this area for you guys. This is the one that I had predicted. I shared it on my Instagram story. You can follow my socials. It'll be in the first comment below as well. Okay, so what happened here? The usual, and I haven't learned this from anybody. Okay, no courses, nothing. I learned this on my own, just like you can if you pay attention to the charts. The patterns are repeated over and over again. It's the same thing the market like to do all the time. You just have to pay attention to what's happening and where it's happening. So what do you see over here? Let me highlight this area with a rectangle, which will be much better. Okay, what do you see over here? Market just crashing, right? Whenever big moves like this happen, it's a possibility that the big money is dumping all their, they're selling Bitcoin, right? And they're selling and they're selling and they're dumping the market. Why? So they can buy it again at a cheaper price. Okay, this is what happens all the time, right? So I see this pattern all the time, swing high, swing low is created, and then what I do is I predict that the market is going to trade in between these two levels. Simple as that, right? And that is exactly what I predicted. I said that when there is, and I've said this so many times in my previous videos, whenever there's a huge wick like this, possibility is a very high chances that it is going to get filled at least 80%. The market is going to come back. Let's say this is 100% of the wick. This is the 50%. This is the 80%, 90% mark. So what I like to predict is that the market will come back at some point to the 80% wick, will fill almost all of it, if not 80%, will almost fill the entire wick and then reverse. This is what I predicted here as well. And so what really gave it away was this market structure right here. You can see there were previous highs right here and also here. This is market structure. This is on the 1 hour time frame, by the way. This is all market structure, right? Resistance. So why does the market boom, skyrocket, create new market structure? If it's going to continue lower, why doesn't it just break the lower market structure? Why does it create a new high structure? So you know what? I'm just waiting for the market to come back down. That's exactly what it did. It came back down to fill the wick almost 80%. And right after that, it started going up. Okay, so, and when it started going up, this is where I bought. I think I bought around the 44,300 level. 44, exactly over here. $44,308, I think. I believe it was. And so I drew this, right? I drew this over here, this line. And when I saw that the market had fallen down like this, you know, the people see this huge candle, they start selling. They're like, oh, the market is going lower, you know, let's start placing sells. Okay. And so the people, they're placing sells, but what happens if the market comes down, shows this huge rejection over here. This is a huge rejection, by the way. Shows this huge rejection, market starts going up. Market starts, and I always say this, if the market is supposed to break below this support, okay, why does it come back up? And why does it continue higher? So it's an inverse head and shoulders, if you want to call it that, but that's exactly what happened. Market went down, started going up, and then you can see there's a small rejection over here and then continued higher. Now, what I had shared in my on my Instagram story was something like this. Okay, let me show you the whole thing. Okay, my stop loss was something like this, and I was targeting the 52,000 or 50,000 mark. And why is that, right? Why is that? I want to explain it. Because like I said, whenever there's a swing high, there's a swing low, market is going to trade in between, okay? And if the market is going higher, there's a pretty much 90%, 95% chance it's going to go back to where the market started crashing. And so I also say in my videos that you have to be realistic whenever you are trading. Whenever you're trading, you have to set realistic goals. You cannot be greedy. If you are greedy, the market will take you out. No matter crypto, no matter metals, no matter indices, whatever it is, okay? So now originally I had shown this in my trading in my trade setup that I shared on my Instagram story, but I made around 10% on this trade and I got out, and I'll explain why. So the trade started over here, right? And I think the 10% was around here somewhere. Right here somewhere, right here, just above these highs. When I saw this market structure, okay? When I saw this market structure being created, you have to realize, you have to understand, what if the market goes up, grabs all these highs, and goes back low, okay? So when the market starts to create resistance, when the market starts creating liquidity, there's a very high chance that the market is going to sweep that liquidity and it's going to reverse in the opposite direction. And you can see that it did exactly that over here, okay? There was a structure here, right? The market created a higher high and reversed, just continued lower. And so when this happened, I want to show you guys something else as well. When I saw this happening right here, right, we saw the exact same thing play out over here. We have a swing high, let's say over here, and we have a swing low over here. Now, I would prefer the kind of setup that's like this. You know, the longest wick is the first wick in this whole area. And over here, the longest wick is not the first, you know, or the last wick in this area. Okay, so I do not trust this setup. I did not trade it. But I also shared something else on my Instagram story. When this happened, I said that I am waiting for this inverse head and shoulders to be completed. So Where's the inverse head and shoulders? This is the shoulder. This is the head. Okay. This is the shoulder. It didn't come back all the way over here. It did over here if you want to consider this, but not in my eyes. Okay. Some people, I mean, I don't see you, you know, catching this. I don't see how you would be able to predict that this is the shoulder right here, you know. So it's not a shoulder in my eyes. This, however, is, and I will explain why. You have to be able to explain why, okay? And so I see market is creating equal highs, right? And market is creating equal lows, right? And you can see that the liquidity is swept in the lower direction first, and then the market starts going higher. So this is the shoulder for me. But can I trade this? No. There's no way in hell I know that the market is going to go higher from here. Okay, I'll be honest. Even though, you know what, it did look like at the time, it looked like the market swept these equal highs and was about to go lower and come here and create the other shoulder on this support, but it didn't do that. Okay, so not all my predictions go as planned. And so the next thing that I want to talk about, the next opportunity that was over here somewhere. Okay, I'm not going to talk about it in this video. I have to make another video where I talk about it, because I have to cross-reference it with support and resistance. And so I just wanted to share this video, this trade setup with you guys and the results. Okay, it's been quite a while since this happened. This was back in September, so almost a month ago. And so these things, people will tell you, buy my course. People will tell you, follow me over here, follow me over here. Where all you need to do is sit down, look at the markets, look at the charts, open up the charts. You have to study it. This is online trading is no different than any other thing in the world. You have work, you have to study your work material. You are a student, you have to study. You have to open up your past papers, look at them, practice them, so you know what the future, you are predicting this. This is a game of probabilities, right? So you can be able to at least predict or have an idea in your head that the same thing might happen again. The same pattern may play out once again. And so these patterns are happening all the time. It happened over here. It happened over here. It creates a swing high, swing low, starts trading in between. You catch some of the moves, you cannot catch all of them. And so that is what it's all about, okay? Whenever you see a huge move, first thing, you have to tell yourself that there might be big money or smart money involved behind this, okay? They may be the ones behind this move. The first thing. Second thing, you have to start looking at the market structure. Market structure is the language of the markets. You have to learn it. The markets are talking to you. They are telling you this is happening at this time. This is what's happening right now. And if I didn't pay attention to the market structure over here, I could have never caught this. Okay. I even have a screenshot somewhere in my phone that I don't know if I shared on my Instagram or not, that I had bought. I did actually. I had bought at the 44,308 level somewhere here. I did actually, now that I remember. I took the screenshot specifically to share it on Instagram story so that people know that I did in fact buy over here. So I mean, guys, all you have to do is pay attention to the patterns, and that's it. Market structure, patterns, big moves, and liquidity. You pay attention to these things. Trust me, these patterns will repeat themselves all the time. There is a pattern happening right now as well, okay? And I'll highlight the move that happened previously, okay? So you guys know what I'm gonna talk about in my next video. It's over here. Anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching. If you stopped by, gave me even a minute, even a single second of your time, I appreciate it now more than ever, because now that I create content on TikTok, I know what the value of even one view or one like is, okay? So I appreciate you guys more than you guys will ever know. Hope you guys learned something. Hope this is motivating you guys, okay? Because it motivated me a lot. And so look out for the next video. It's very good. It's very informative, especially if you trade support and resistance. You need to know why support and resistance doesn't really work all the time, why the supports get broken, why the resistance get broken, all that stuff. So that's it, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.